Hey guys! Welcome. I'm sorry, I'm just getting ready to stream, or like announcing that I'm streaming on the platforms. Un momento. Oh my god, hello, there's so many people. Hi everybody! I'm good, how are you guys? Thank you so much for coming out. I do like the Muppets. The Muppets are dope. I'll be streaming for about an hour, I would say. Nice. Oh, my mic's quiet? Let me see if I can fix that. 1 second. Is this better or is this worse? Sorry, I'm just posting that I'm streaming on YouTube, and then we are good to start animating again. Yippee-ki-yay! Okie dokie. Way better? Good. Awesome. So I'm animating something else. Let me pause the music for a second and we can take a good look at it. It's coming along really well. I posted this a bit ago. It's getting there really well. I will not be playing any Hawaii Part 2 songs. I've only known one song, and that's the Mind Electric, unfortunately. So thank you guys. I'm glad you enjoy it. Sorry that it's so late. This is just my peak time to work. So that's stop cooking. No, I'm always cooking. So I just want to say, even Lonely Man's Lazarus ate. I always be eating. I am Lonely Man's Lazarus. For those that don't know, I'm Daisy. I make everything. I heart animating. I heart making art. Thank you so much. I'm really glad you guys like my voice. I'm so giggly, you guys. I'm just a little silly. I will keep cooking. Who's your favorite Muppet? I really don't know that much about the Muppets. I feel like the last time I really sat down and watched the Muppets, I was quite young. Thank you so much, Twigs for them. It's so crazy that people don't know that I'm a girl. I'm like as femme as they come. So I really try not to rearrange a lot of things like try not to like move and bend things, but sometimes it's a necessity. I'm really determined to like finish this section. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that poetic minecart. I've been watching the Mind Electric vid that's so crazy. I'm glad you enjoy it. How do you keep doing your animations? I'm a very determined person at the end of the day. So it's like, I think it's a natural motivation. I'm self-taught. I've never been to school for animation. I actually have my bachelor's in opera, and I'm doing technically my master's in clinical psychology, focusing on internet behavior, fetishism, and sexual psychology. Seems to be a different mouse shape. Oops. Thank you guys. Yeah, I'm really determined to have sex ed accessible to everyone, because we shouldn't be, we have the right to know about that stuff, personally. And I don't think we document enough about, what we see on the internet. So that's my lure. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you guys like the Mind Electric animation. I have a hard time watching it because I've heard that song too much. it just reminds me of the pandemic, and that certainly wasn't like my happiest time in life. And like I had like serious like postpartum depression like after I finished it, and I was like, damn, like will I ever animate again? And I did. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that, Jack Kennedy. I have a I can't add on there. Oh, about dragons. Just break them down into simple shapes is like the best way I can help. Please make a Blender Grease Money pencil tutorial for Gumroad. You know, I think I will just, I've been planning on making a separate YouTube channel for like animation tutorials and like Blender setups, because Blender is like really daunting. I do think I'm definitely not the most qualified person to talk about it, but I do things in my own like crazy way that I would love to talk and share about. Does that make sense? Yeah. I'm so happy that like I inspire you guys to keep drawing. Like that's really huge, and like super honored to be that. The joy I get when you upload is insane. Oh, that's sweet. Audra kind of looks like a stock photo of a nerd. Gee whiz. Thanks. Good night, socks. Have a great night. Sorry that there's ads. I love how fluid and unique your animations are. Oh, thank you so much. I really love old Disney, Tex Avery cartoons, Tom and Jerry, especially 1940s Tom and Jerry before, I guess it is before Tex Avery. Yeah, pre-Tex Avery. I'm a big fan of pre-Tex Avery. Love Tex Avery, but him and Tom and Jerry don't hit the same. The amount of, oh, thank you so much, Joy. Oh, best of luck, Poetic Minecart. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. I'm really glad you guys are here today. I hope you guys also enjoy the music. La da 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 da. Lee da lee da lee. Is there anything your characters or art? They're definitely based off of my life in opera, and just my life in general. But they are definitely based off of a lot of operatic stories. Your profile picture looks like a Huh? I've never heard of that. Yeah. Thank you, Shire. I really appreciate that. I'm really glad you guys like my voice. You know, it's like the one thing I've been criticized most for because I studied singing my whole life, so it's sort of like I'm always anticipating somebody to say something like, "You sound kind of funky today." I've seen a bunch of musicals. I'm in a city where there are a lot of musicals, but my main bit of like musical shows are definitely like opera and, you know, seeing like chamber pieces. You've used some rather older songs. Where do you get your music choices from? From my studies in classical music, because I have my bachelor's in opera. What did I do here? So I do like a few passes, and they don't always line up, but they line up enough where I can take from them. Da, 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 da. Oh, that's so cool, Scott Skits and more. That's awesome. The Shell Opera. Who's that by? Are the valleys dark and the shadows deep? Absolutely. Hello, Manila. Thank you, Kay. was the inspiration for your character designs, and who's the one? A lot of my inspos, like, for my character designs, it was actually so funny because one of my friends was searching LML, and somebody had posted like LML characters to like peak character designs, and like low-key people were like, this is like Tumblr's like first baby's OCs, and it's like, guys, like, whatever. Like, the internet sometimes is not real, but when it is real, it's awesome. But I've really tried to make them as simple as possible so I can really focus on their movements as much as possible, and when I animate them. But they're all really just based off of, like, I feel like when I see a character, it's like, what new shape is this gonna bring to LML? Like, do I have a character that's already this shape? I'm always looking for like a new shape and a new character within a shape, if that makes sense. I saw that post. Yeah, no, that was crazy. It was really sweet of them. Like, a lot of people had some really awesome stuff to say, but I was like very shocked by like people's critiques. But you know, to each their own. What led to the design of Mr. Smart? He's based off of a kazoo, like a transparent kazoo I used to have. Just because a character design would be popular on Tumblr doesn't mean it's bad. Exactly. No, it's kind of like, that was like a big criticism when Steven Universe came out, was that it's too Tumblr, but like, you have to understand, like, Rebecca Sugar might be the second coming of Rembrandt, like, the fine artist. I'm really glad. Oh my god. Is that who I think it is? Uchi? Y'all, go follow him. Ucheoma. Go follow him right now. Epic animator. Awesome sauce animator. But yeah. What are your big inspirations for Grimm? Honestly, can't remember. It's with one M, but it's okay. Grimm is like based off of so many things. I want him to be super bendy like a black hole because he is a living embodiment of a black hole. But he is also based off of Bluto from Popeye, Tom from Tom and Jerry, Bulls, Ox. I have like a whole like picture gallery of like, I work at a museums and there's like a lot of stuffed extinct animals that I research. Ellen Reed. Oh, okay, yes, I do know about this. I think I know someone who's in that. I sadly gotta go to bed. Oh, good night, Mooney Boy. Thank you so much for joining. Black hole sun, won't you come? Oh, hey, Pretzel. Methinks I need to make more cereal art for you. Methinks it should be cereal. It's going good, Edible Kid. How are you? How many jobs do I have? I have a lot. I have like, I quit one of my jobs, so now I have 3 technically, and then school, and then I do this. Oh no, I've been nudist. I fell to my knees and I screamed in horror. No, get up! Diva, get up! Diva cup, not fall down. You are the Diva chalice. Oh, thank you, Noguchi. I hope I'm saying your name right. Thank you so much, Animal Kid. Oh, thank you, Litunes. How do you manage your sleep schedule? My work starts like sort of late afternoon. So, except on Sundays and on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But otherwise it's relatively manageable. Oh, I need to take this just for some size comparison, because this keeps happening. I am prone to like shrinking heads when I don't mean to. But I'm really happy with this one. I miss you, Peepaw Serial. In general, no one will miss no one will miss Serial when he goes. How many breaks did you take during the mind electric process? What do you mean by breaks? Like breaks in between animating? I do not go to school. I'll say this again. I did not go to school for animation, nor am I in school for animation. I'm doing technically my master's in clinical psych, and I have my bachelor's in opera. So two things that are very much not animation, which is fine. I think these things really strengthen me as an animator and as an artist in general. And I celebrate that for sure. Because those are so rare and so dear parts to me. I have to make his head bigger. I'm just comparing. Well, actually, it's okay, especially because he's sort of... I just have to make this a little more... Oopsies. Sorry if I go quiet. It's just because like I'm getting in the zone. My BFF would call Serial, as they should. Animation isn't like, it's still my job animating. I was employed to animate for a specific TV show, but since the writer's strike, since the wildfires, animation, like mainstream animation, has been insanely bleak. Get Aridin Ampora out of here! Oh, that's so cool. Diane Orwell. I hope I'm saying your name right. That's super cool. Oh, Serial's dying. That's Serial's rotten corpse. Oh, that's Gore. That's Gore, my favorite character. Oh, shit. He did shrink. Oh, no. Gonna do something a little crazy here. This is gonna look so crazy. Gore of your comfort character could not be me. Oh, poor Mr. Smart. More like Mr. Shart. I worked on American Dad for like literally 2 weeks, and then the writer's strike started. I was an apprentice timer, so I wrote down how many frames needed to be animated. And for those that don't know, almost every Hollywood show is outsourced and is done in like a sweatshop. So like the parts that are done in America, that's storyboarding and that's timing. If the show is like 20 plus years old, like Family Guy and American Dad still process and program everything like it was in the 90s, so I guess actually like 30 years old. So yeah, not great because like it's not Disney. It does not have to be like highly animated for a few sections. Maybe I move these there. Sorry, I'm just figuring something out. Okay. Man, a smear frame cult. There aren't that many like crazy smear frames aside from like this one. I think this is the craziest frame out of the whole thing. I think otherwise this looks pretty smooth and like okay looking. I don't think there's anything too crazy here. I do think his head shrinks a little bit, but I kind of have to go with it. But it looks really good, in my humble opinion. My favorite quote from Object would have to be, yes, their prescription. Yeah. No, he doesn't know what else to say other than the truth. It's, oh yeah, I'm sorry. I animate in Blender. This is the grease pencil, so if I just move this to the side, you will see that this is all in the 3D world. I can even play it at an angle, which is really fun. It's so weird to see it from, oops, I don't know what that was, but from all these other angles. Okay. I wouldn't call it a musical. It's definitely a sexy little space opera. Not a little, it's a sexy space opera. Do you have a favorite smear frame and or frame from your animation in general? Not off the top of my head, but I do. Do you have any advice on how to learn to convey specific emotion in your art? For me, so much of it comes from singing. Because, like, you have to express some, like, wacky emotions when singing opera. Oh, not all of them are sweatshops, but Rough Draft Studio is a big exception. But I'm, like, talking about, like, your Fox Animation Studios, the stuff, well, Titmouse is also an exception, but mainly, like, stuff you will see, like, Nickelodeon, like, SpongeBob outsources, these old school, like, these big shows typically outsource. Good Morning USA, real. Oh no, I am not diddling your wife. But I keep the story of LML pretty on the DL. Miu Miu, who's the sexiest space opera of them all. But thank you, Gaxolardis. That's a cool name. I'm sorry, Judo. Citric Nation. All they do is play FIFA together. Oh, the White Winter Himmel one is so crazy because that's like 4 years old, kind of. It's maybe like 3 years old, actually. No, I made that. Wow, did I make that? Like Christmas 2021, and it's 2025. Yeah, like 4 years ago. What's the significance? Well, it's like the rebirth of Lazarus, and he's a lonely guy, and I took Lonely Man from one of my favorite Carpenter song, Solitaire. There was a man, it's hard to sing when this is in a different key, a lonely man, like that. Space fever together, gay, 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 you're right. I started animating really when I was like 9 years old, and on MS Paint and Windows Movie Maker, but I started animating seriously like 2-3 years ago. This is going to be a really wild smear frame. The name has a nice mouthfeel. I'm really glad you think so. Some people are like, that name is obnoxious. If I were to rename LML, it would literally be Sex, the Space Opera, and I do consider that a lot. Warrior cat illness. God bless you. Why is Audric lonely? What has he done to become a woman repellent? Oh God. What would you know? Wouldn't you like to know? Oh. Maybe I make this one frame. This is a really crazy frame. I am so lonely and so sad. Why don't you do grease pencil and blender? Do that. That will make you question your sanity still, but it will be better. Oh, it's the serial pill profile. Oh my God. Time for the pill. Oh, I gotta change the music because it just ended. Peapod needs his pill. He needs more than pills. He needs way more than pills. Where are all my playlists? Okay, this will have to do. Stop saying cuss word, guys. No more saying cuss words. It's okay, bestie. We know you're serial pilled. That is crazy. My favorite song? Ooh. I actually don't know how to pronounce it, but it's like some signal wave with like Mandarin text over like some static, and it's been really chilling me out lately while I study. Been listening to a lot of Bach organ works too, just cause that's been my whole life, and that's always been what gets me to. This is the most disgusting smear frame. The more I'm like processing it. Sorry, I'm just figuring this out. I was gonna say, I animated this one. No, I've just been singing this song. Mandarin deep cut. Okay, hipster. He does it better. What led to the creation of Mr. Smart? A kazoo. I had a transparent kazoo, and I think kazoos are really stupid, and he's also named after the great poet, well, like a poet that had like a crazy manic episode, named Christopher Smart, and Mr. Smart's full name is Christopher Smart. And it does for the rest. God, nobody does it better. Good song. But there's a piece by Benjamin Britten called Rejoice in the Lamb that takes, oh, this looks nasty, sorry. Oh, man. Oh, man, sorry. Blender, you can do 3D animation, it's free, one, and you can do 2D animation, and I think it's really expanded my vision of dimension. Christopher Smart, the poet, wrote the Jubilate Año, which is like a manic episode on paper. It has the longest poem about a cat in all of history, called For I Will Consider My Cat Jeffrey, and it starts with the word for 10 to 20 pages, just depends on like what kind of book. The full thing is insane. I've taken a lot of names from that text, and the song that I guess is a cantata, that Benjamin Britten wrote using that text is really cool too. His shoulders are gonna roll a little forward. This is a really crazy couple of smears. Oh, Jangle. On Jangle? Yeah, on Jangle. It's his like little neck thing. It's like the piece of the kazoo that stands out. If you hear the timer, that's just like I time myself for animating. It is really 2023 right now up in here. No. Thank you so much, Faith. Oh, good night for those that are going. Very cool stream. Interesting to see your work. Thank you, Lit Dunes. And welcome to those who just joined. This is gonna look really good. Okay, I'm feeling better about it. Baby, you're the best. Baby, you're the best. That's a song. The kazoo. The best part of LML when he said, "It's lonely time," and lonely all over these guys. Real. You guys remember this song? I animated this like a long time ago. I think actually in 2023. Cause you started something, can't you see? I really like the Spanish version of the song. So 80s. Me, matter what you do, I'm always gonna love with you. That's my opera for the night. This is the ugliest frame. I have like no words, but it blends in really well. Actually, maybe it does not. No, it does. But there's something... Oh, I see why. Do you ever try to explain your story to people and it's just hard making friends? People just laugh. Like, people think it's so goofy, and that's what I like. Flip a Cup is good. I don't know stuff for non-Apple products. I mean, I would love to read a Grim X Audric fanfic. I don't ship it because that's crazy. But, like, you know, my characters are out there in the wild. You do what you want. The idea of the story, I really, like, sat down and did it. I've always had, like, these characters, and I've always wanted to do something with them. And the pandemic seemed like the right time to do something, because I was like, when is this gonna end? This looks really good. Okay, I'm way more satisfied than I was expecting to be. Because typically, like, I was having a really hard time with this part where he, like, brings his body forward with dark. This looks quite good. Can I make this 2 frames so I can, like, have some slack? Honestly, yeah, I could. Just want some peace of mind here. Happy that I got you into Tally Hall. Hypothetically, one person could be in more than one troth. You could be trothies with more than... No, but if you kick Chris's ass hard enough, yes. Or, like, if you gaslight Chris hard enough, yeah. It all depends on him, because he manages all the troughs. So, yeah. Now we know why he's getting his ass kicked all the damn time. Now we know. Okay. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Minecraft High Show? Oh, Minecraft High Show. Excuse me, Minecraft High Show. I animated 24 frames per second. No, Grim eating a cardboard box is never gonna happen, unfortunately. You got everyone in here into Tally Hall. Oh no. Oh no! Can I make this 2 frames too? No, this has to be 1. Ooh, Nelly. Ooh, Nelly. No, like, literally, you just be like, Chris, like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm not in a trough. And it's like, you'd be like, I just signed you! What are you talking about? And it's like, Chris, like, you're being dramatic, and, like, you can really just gaslight, manipulate girl boss. You're high too? I did make one Lemon Demon animation with like Sigmund like back in 2021, and sorry, I keep kicking my damn table. I literally can't listen to Lemon Demon again. It just puts me right back in the pandemic, and it was so miserable. Same with Tally Hall. Like, huge love and respect to like that band, but like it unfortunately like just brings up some dorkness in my life. And music is very, very. I don't like using this word, but I can't think of a different word at this moment. Spiritual for me, and it just kind of moves me in a way that I don't want to be moved back into. A troth is a deal between a luminary, which is like an embodiment of a thing of space or a function of the universe. Like Grimm is a black hole. His wife is carbon, like the element, and like they go around and they screw around with people, like emotionally, mentally, whatever. And when they both die simultaneously with a mortal, like a human being, they can like reunite in a troth and complete a deal and live their lives even more fuller than they did before. If that makes sense. I'm aware of Sudoku, but I really don't listen to them. I hope I'm even saying their name right. I think we're mutuals. I think is that the one with the animation? I'm so bad. Like, I'm really not on the internet that much, guys. When I am, I'm just like posting my art, or I'm like on my Prive account. I think I can take this. Oh, I need to put on a new album. Okay, yes, yeah. We are friends. We're mutuals. I should reach out. Like, I think their stuff is super cool. I just had to refresh her. I'm so bad with people's names. I don't like Will Wood. I'm gonna be straight up with you. I've tried listening. I don't like it. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, fams. IDK, I really tried. Like, people are like, you will really like Will Wood, and I just don't. I don't get it. I'm too old. Guys, I'm old, unfortunately. No, 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 don't be sorry about, like, posting. Like, I can handle the music. It's just, like, it's not my vibe. That's all. Like, I'm listening to, like, worse stuff. I mean, I'm not saying... Oh my god. I'm not saying that Will Wood is bad. I just don't personally enjoy Will Wood. And, like, I know if I put on any of my other music, nobody would enjoy that. Yeah, anybody... If you want to make, like, a fan character, I'm all here for it. I would love to see... My favorite genres of music. Right now, I mean, like, I'm always a big fan of classical music, and I'm really good fan right now of, you know, some Bach and some really contemporary shit like Messiaen and some Schnittke and some Ligeti at the moment. I'm always like bouncing around those stuff. And always here for a good Mozart concert aria, which is impossible to sing. And Mendelssohn too. Mendelssohn's good lately. Harsh Noise is really cool. I listen to a lot of ambient stuff like the Signal Wave album. Oh yeah, Smear Frames upon Smear Frames. Well, what stings, I have listened to like one or two of their songs that I liked it actually, so don't say that. I love Vocaloid. I think Vocaloid's awesome. Oh my god, I grew up on Vocaloid. I thought that was opera for a really long time when I was a kid. And like I brought that into like my very professional voice teacher. She's like, "What is this shit?" And I was like, "Listen, ma'am, I'm like 11. Like, kid a girl dream. Just like teach me how to sing Japanese." And she was like, "I don't know how to sing Japanese." It was really funny. Ooh. Oh, damn. Sorry, I'm just... WhatsApp is crazy. Like, why do I keep getting added to, like, all these random ass groups? Sorry, I'm just venting. I mean... Damn, favorite Vocaloid. I mean, everybody loves Miku Hatsune. I love Luca. Luca was my favorite growing up. My name is David. Dad, I want some ice cream. David, that is my name, David. I want another. There is a car. I'm rotting out on the... Oh, your name is actually David. It's nice to meet you. Sorry, I thought we were doing the meme. Luca Night Fever still goes hard to this day. I also have such a big soft spot for Techo. I know she's on a Vocaloid. She's a Nutaloid. Gakpo, I think that's how you say his name. Man, R.I.P. King. My name is Edwin. I made the mimic. It took time to put the pieces together. I don't know shit about FNAF, but dude was onto something. It was difficult to put the pieces together. Rhythmically, kind of fun. I like the thing he did about Baldi. Where it's just like constantly building up to like a beat drop and it never happens. Like that was really smart too. I know he actually makes like serious songs, so like these are all jokes, but like I really appreciate him for making like shitty things. Oh yeah, Teto is a Vocaloid now, yeah. Absolutely. This be much faster. Okay. Ooh, my timer. Jesus. Sorry. Scared me. Okay, perfect pitch. Do, re, re. Real. This is Blender, and I use the grease pencil. I'm so happy to be your new favorite person. Wait, no, I'm a teenage girl, not a middle-aged dad. Oh, so you were doing the thing. No. Teto just became a Vocaloid. Blender is very understandable. You will get it. I'm always here for, like, it was called like the Song of a Robot's Ear. It's like an old song too, but it was like my whole childhood. Like, oh, I miss I miss that era of like Nico Nico Doga. At the same time, I don't, because it definitely exposed me to like a lot of things I was not prepared to see as a child and as an adult to this day. But regardless, it's made me who I am today. I am animating My Heavenly Father Watches Over Me. I will play it, and I might hop off soon because it is like literally midnight. The valley may be dark, the shadow. Okay. This could actually be... Oh, and I need to put a frame in there. Sorry, it's quiet. Need a minute for my brain to think. Everyone's like, oh, don't animate while you're listening to music, and it's like, it's barely music. It's literally like white noise for me. Audric is bald. Leave him alone. Audric goes back and forth from having like being a brunette and having red hair. He fluctuates. I don't know why I did my animations at 30 frames per second. I was just sick. Damn. Yeah, I'm still working on that animation with Grim chasing down Audric. The valley may be dark, the shadow. I can... Let's see. Honestly, that's better, but maybe I do this. Yeah, I like that. The valley may be dark, the shadow. Okie dokie. What is with Audric and the fish trucker hats? What has he ever said that made him a fisherman? Let me just see. Okay, sorry, I was just adjusting something. I'm gonna play it a few more times and then I'm gonna bounce because it's late AF. Oh, he did go on a fishing trip with Grim. Yeah, he did. He's gonna go on another fishing trip, but not with Grim. The valley may be dark, the shadows deep, but for the shepherd guides his lonely sheep, and through the gloom he'll lead me home. Yeah. Yeah. It's good. It's turning out good. The valley may be dark, the shadow. I really like what his hair is doing. He's got really good floppy hair. Good mop on his head. I'm gonna have to like fix this up because I don't like how static it is when he's got like such beautiful movement going on beforehand. You're gonna hear this a lot. Ooh, I didn't... I see. Oh, whoops, that's why. Sorry, just a second. Perfect. Okay. That's it, every pony. Good night, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me here. I really appreciate the company. You have inspired me mucho much. Have a great night, and I hope you guys make awesome art going forward. Have a good night. Bye. Lots of love. Mwah. Mwah.